take us through the timeline since you left Sydney. What's been the timeline?
So since I left Sydney, I went to a year and 1 semester at Minnesota. I took a redshirt year my first year at Minnesota, and then my next year there, I was second in line for 133 behind Mitch McKee, who was an incoming freshman. He got the spot, and the start of that year, they dropped the physical education program that I was in up there, and so I was taking exercise science, and I was liking it, but I was like, this is a little tougher, and I'm not doing as well with grades, where I was doing really good at the beginning with the phys ed. And then I heard my little brother wanted to go to Dickinson, and I'm like, me and my little brother are insanely close, both of us. I have 2 little brothers, Jed here, who's grinding out here right now, and Trace, who's at Dickinson playing football and track with me right now. He's living with me and everything, so we're super close. And he called me up and he's like, I'm either thinking about Mary, which is Bismarck and D2, or Dickinson, which is North Dakota and NAI. And I'm like, wherever you want to go, man, I'll be there with you. So I went there. He told me he was going to Dickinson. I'm like, this is a perfect opportunity. So I went there, and since I've been there, Coach Schleck took me in right away. He's an awesome guy. I've been having a great time with him. And he kind of bought into what I bought into what he was saying right away, and he knew what I was wanting out of it. I had 3 years left, and I'm like, I want these 3 years to be my best years. And the first year, I came in at semester time there, and I started right away. I was feeling great going into the nationals. I was like, I lost to the kid that Grandview kid, that Colin kid, who was the 2-time national champ there by like 1 point at regionals, and then the week before. So I'm feeling great going in them. I get like the 5th seed. End up winning my first match easy, second one easy, lose my quarters in an OT match, kind of a freak little thing. Lost it, messed up, wasn't there mentally. And then came back, first match back, had a kid I've grinded with all year. He lost too, ended up losing an OT there. So that year didn't go too well, so right away in the off season, I stayed in Dickinson, and I kind of said, Coach, I'm training every single day and getting my stuff done here. And ever since then, I've been up there working with my coach at his tree business. He cuts trees for a living, Top Ranch Tree Service. And then every day after we get done at work at like 4, he takes me in, we go wrestle a little bit, go train with the guys up there. So we got half our team staying up there. And then this year, I kind of finally put it together. So it was an amazing year. It didn't end up what I wanted. I ended up 4th, but I had a great year. I made it to the semis, had a great quarters match against a kid who's I've been grinding with all year, like 1-point matches, kind of blew it open a little bit. Semis kid beat me. It was 4-3 the last 20 seconds. Tried something, ended up getting a takedown 6-3, but I was right there, and he ended up losing in the finals by 1 point. So I know I'm right there. And came back, battled back, beat 2 kids who I've had close matches with pretty easy. And coach just told me, kids that come back on the backside are the tougher guys. They're the mentally stronger dudes, and that's the guys I want to be. That's what I always tell my kids when I'm teaching them up here. So I was like, if I'm saying it, I gotta do it. So I ended up doing it. Ended up losing in the 3rd and 4th place match to a kid I beat in the quarters, actually. So that was rough. But right now, this is my 4th camp I've done now. I've been on Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, and now here in Montana a little bit. So anytime I can give back to Melbs and any of these guys, that's a no question right there. I'm here. So if he needs me here, I'm here. So
what's it like being back here and imparting some of the wisdom that you've learned, not only from the coaches in Sydney, but from all your other stops? What's it like being able to kind of pass that along to these young guys?
It's awesome. I mean, especially just because stuff Melbs has taught me, I take everywhere with me. Like I went to Laurel Camp, which is in Montana. I put on that one, and the guy, first thing he tells me, show me what Melbs has taught you. First thing. And then he's like, all right, then show me your stuff. I'm like, okay. So everyone knows Melbs. They're always one. Sydney's at the top right now. They finally got back on, but yeah, I mean, anytime, like, we got a couple of my Minnesota boys that I went to school with actually came up for this, so it's really nice to see them. And I've been working with my little brother, all those guys that are close to my weight. And the best thing is they're asking me questions. I don't have to say, hey, you guys want to go train a little bit? Do you want to go maybe get a little rolling? They're coming to me and asking me, hey, can you come show me some stuff? Can you help me out? So just by them telling me that, I know they want to be good. They want to be at the top too. And Melbs hears that, and he's like, all right, I'll do anything for these kids. So
what's it mean for you to be able to coach up your little brother, to live with your little brother in Dickinson? And what's that mean for you emotionally?
Oh, man. Well, you guys know the whole story with Trace and everything. 2-timer and ends up not wrestling his junior, senior year. The only reason he wrestled is because of me. We're we're like this. We're super close. We're best of friends. And he pretty much said, I'll wrestle those 2 years I got left with you, but then I don't think I can do it. And I was like, thank you so much, because he's my guy. And now I got Jet, and Jet he started slow, and he's like, I don't know if I like wrestling. And then finally, something clicked for him. I told him, this is gonna be one time, something's gonna click for you, and you're gonna love it, man. Last year, something clicked for him, and he loves it. I mean, he's coming up to me all the time. He's just like, Gresh, call me up. Where can I come down to Dickinson, stay with you for a couple days and train? I'm like, man, come up anytime. I got a 5-bedroom house, stay in one of the rooms. So, but I love it. I mean, me and our whole family's close. Not just our family, the Jones and Quillings family. Everyone comes over to our house, especially when we're all in town. They just want to see us, talk with us, let us know how we're doing, let us know how they're doing. So we're all close to unit here.
Being a Sydney guy, football programs coming bounced back the past few years. Obviously with Garrison Hughes and Carter Hughes, the track program has been great the past couple of years. Wrestling obviously back at top now.
Yeah.
How much pride is there for you just being able to be like, yeah, I'm a Sydney guy, look what we're doing?
It's good. It's awesome, because people always are texting me, hey, who's that Garrison kid? And I'm like, he's the best pole vaulter in the state of Montana right now. I mean, he's at Sydney, so. And then they ask about our Sydney team all the time. I get it from not just Montana area, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, every camp I've been to. They're like, what do they do up there that's different? What's making them the best? I'm like, man, I don't want to tell you all that, but it's a lot of hard work. Melv's the hardest working guy I've ever met in my life, and he's there for his kids all the time, and now I'm getting into coaching and teaching, and he's the reason why, pretty much. I want to do everything he's done, pretty much. I want to be there for the kids, help them be the best, and just be the best coach I can be, so.
So 20 years down the line when he retires, you're taking over this program?
You know, we haven't talked about it too much, but he said the door is always open for you whenever you want, so. I would not mind that one bit. I'd be honored, yeah.
Maybe a little more short term. Fourth place last year. What's on that bulletin board for you this next year? What do you got listed down for your goals?
My goals, I've been breaking down my goals lately. Like going into college, I was like 4-time national champ. I've been breaking them down slowly. I took 4th last year. Now I'm working on my bottom. My biggest problem last year was bottom. I couldn't get up from bottom as well. Something clicked for me. No one can hold me down now. I've been getting up. People can't hold me down. And I'm good on my feet, and I'm good on top. So now I'm feeling well-rounded everywhere. Now I just got to put it together, and I believe I can be a national champ. I believed last year I could be a national champ. I believed the year before I could. I just didn't put it together. This year, I know I'm doing everything right, and I got the coaches and the partners for it. There's no reason why I shouldn't be, so I just got to go make it happen. That's the biggest thing. It's all on me, so.
When you look across the college landscape, there are Montana dudes everywhere, especially at that NAIA level.
Yeah.
What's it like just wrestling in this community, this fraternity in high school, and then seeing so many of those guys succeed at the college level?
It's really cool, because you've been wrestling with those guys. Like me and Matt Weber, Northern guy, we're super close, and he's always been a weight above me somewhere in there. We wrestled in high school a bit, but now he's a weight above me. I mean, we warm up every once in a while because we are at all the tournaments we're at, and I mean, he's just giving me what he's thinking, how he's doing, and I love it, because that was my guy back in high school. Like we were in the same weight classes, we went all the same tournaments, camps, and now like you see all these other kids coming up, and it's good to see, because now Montana's getting named. Jared Deegan, he's making a name for himself, D1. The Rousers, they freaking already did their stuff. I mean, now it's someone else's turn. Hopefully after we get out of there, some other people coming up and start making a name for Montana again. It's good, because Montana's not the huge wrestling state, but we're coming up and we're trying our best, so it's good to hear.